All right, this is a quick video to show you how to properly medicate and feed the dog animals. So right here is Rika and Charlie's medicine. Some of their food is in the fridge. Some of the food is under the countertop here, but we'll start with the medication part. This is for Rika. First you get the little pill crusher here, these two little things. And it's labeled, but Rika's got 3 medications that go into the pill crusher. And it's one little pink guy from this. And it is one little, I don't know, tan guy from that. And then you take one of these pills and cut it in half. And if you get one out that's already in half, that's very likely because we cut them in half and put it back in like that. So you end up with 3 pieces in there. And you just simply screw this top on. And just use your hands to squeeze down on it. And you can kind of see through the bottom that it's getting nice and powdery. So it can mix with water well. See? Nice powder. And you just run a little bit of water, just a tiny little bit, enough to make it like a slurry. Maybe just a hair more than that. Just barely any water, but just enough to make it, you know, kind of like sludgy or whatever, just so it'll go in the syringe, which my assistant Lisa just handed me. The syringe and everything's in the left side of the sink. And then you just suck it up into the syringe once it's stirred up and push out some of the air, all the air really. Gotta be careful, you can make a fountain like that. And then you just kind of wash this out. We'll wash them out a little more thoroughly at the end. I usually set it aside and get everything else ready first. We're gonna give Charlie these little, I don't know, we call them chews. Charlie, in the morning only, not at night, also gets one of these medications. And Charlie gets a fish oil at all the meals. So that's little Charlie's fix. And after Rika gets her medicine and Charlie gets his medicine, we usually give them a nice treat. These lamb lungs, they love this and they just go crazy for it. So we're going to stage all that and then I'm going to get their food out. In the morning, Charlie's food is usually in the fridge. That's because we get his wet food out of here. And in the morning, we would have used a can like this at night and used about 2/3, 3/4 of it for their dinner. And then for breakfast, the remnant we put in the fridge and they get it for breakfast and he empties the can. And then start over at night with a new can. But since it's morning, we're gonna use the leftover part. Which is covered up by one of these little things, also in there. Their bowls. There's a fork in here somewhere. And you can see there's about 1/3 left. And you usually try to like, I don't know, roughly double or triple Charlie's food ratio to Rika's, roughly. It's not exact. Okay, and then on top of the wet food, we put dry food, which is on the left side of here. There's cat food in here too, where you know what that is. Just literally like maybe, you know, like that for Rika.
That's more than I give her.
That's more than Lisa gives her. About that for Charlie.
It's more than I give him too.
It's more than Lisa gives Charlie, but I like to spoil the dogs. And then we run a little hot water, just really enough to get it wet. Stir it up a little bit. Very inexact science, but I think the dogs will be happy that they're getting anything, much less having everything measured out. Okay, this is really the last thing before we give them their medicine. I need to clean out the spoon. Charlie, this pill that he has, this little guy in the middle here, that one, he really doesn't eat it that great. And so it needs a little bit of help, and that comes in the form of peanut butter, which he does love. So we're gonna give him his medicine with a little peanut butter on it. I'll put the chew right on top there too, so it's like a little open face medicine sandwich. And he usually eats his pill fine, I found anyway. Okay, so right down on the ground, just Charlie will eat it right up. All right, dog, you ready? Here you go. Here you go, buddy. Rika, come here, girl. Come here, girl. All right, Rika, stay right there. So you have to grab her snout a little bit like that. That's a good girl, and just squirt it right in between her teeth, like so. She's such a good girl. She doesn't mind it. It looks like it's a struggle, but she really, I don't know, she doesn't really mind it. Okay, dogs, sit. Good dog. There's your treat. Boy, we got some good treats today, Mom. And here's your food. Looks so good.